Go.
Congratulations, Gary, on this National Fast Pitch Coaching Association Day. My senior year in 1981, you became my coach. You taught me that playing was a privilege, not a right, and I needed to earn that right. So, as you improved my softball skills, you also made a lifelong impact. And now at Wayne State, you've built a winning program, but most importantly, you continue to build competition and passion in women scholar athletes. And now these skills are embedded in our character. Thank you, Coach.
Hi, I'm Liz Darga. I played softball at Wayne State in 1983 and 1984. 83 was actually the first team to go to the regionals for Wayne State. Gary, that was Gary's second year coaching women's softball at Wayne. I can tell you this about Gary. His passion and love for the game is evident. I mean, you can see that from where the program began and how far he's taken it now. I can tell you back in the 80s, we didn't even have fences. We didn't have, I played left field. There was no fence in left field. The ball got past you, it kept rolling. We didn't have dugouts. We didn't have a locker room like you have now. The facilities that are there today are incredible, and no wonder it's named after Gary Bryce. What he's done for this program has just been phenomenal. I can't say enough about Gary. The one thing I can tell you about Gary that I love the most and about his coaching was that he allowed us to have fun. And we knew as a team, we knew when it was time to go play ball, give 100% when we got out on that field. But in our off time, he allowed us to have fun. And what that did for us is it created such a bond with that team that we have the same friendships. Our friendships are strong. We have friendships that have lasted for 30 some years. I know those girls that I can count on them whenever I call them. And the reason for that is because Gary allowed us to have that connection, to have that fun with each other. And those are bonds that will never be broken. I have to tell you, Gary always had some funny lines. And probably my favorite line that I have to tell you about is we'll call these Garyisms. So we're playing ball. We probably just got done. We load up in the vans. Yes, we had vans. We didn't have these beautiful buses that you guys have now. But we loaded up in the van. We're driving for a while. Somebody says to Gary, "Hey, Gary, we're hungry. Are we going to eat soon?" Gary says to us, "Don't worry. You won't waste away." To me, that's still one of the funniest lines. We were like, oh, but even today, I think about it when I get hungry and I think to myself, God, I'm hungry. I always think to myself, don't worry, you won't waste away. But what a great time. I want to tell you that I just want to tell Gary, thank you so much for allowing me to play college ball, and I will be forever grateful to you for that. Thanks, Gary. I love you.
Hi Gary and fellow Wayne State Warriors, my name is Sarah and I played softball on Gary's team from 2003 until 2007, and then I got the opportunity to student coach for my last year as I finished up my practicum and my degree. It's an honor to be sharing a few of my memories and thoughts about Gary. As he gets honored and recognized today, Gary, you deserve it. I don't know anyone better to be recognized and acknowledged. I know you would be the last to want that, but I think you deserve it, so congrats on that. I wanted to start by sharing a quote that reminds me of Gary, and I'll explain why in a minute. So here I go, I'm just going to read it. To be as good as it can be, a team has to buy into what you as the coach are doing. They have to feel you're a part of them and they're a part of you. And why I share that is because the first word that came to mind when I was asked to share my thoughts on Gary was the word family. And from that quote, I really do believe that a good coach allows you to feel like part of their own family. And Gary did a wonderful job of that. I moved away for the first time for my own family in coming to Wayne State and playing softball and attending school. And it's an exciting and nerve-wracking and anxious and scary time. And so, Gary, I really appreciated that you were always a constant, that no matter what happened, you were always there. You always showed up on the field, and I know you would always be there for us off the field as well. You cared about our skills and talents as softball players, but I know for you it went so much farther than that. You cared about our school, you cared about what we cared about, you cared about our relationships, and I always felt like I could count on you, and so you really became part of my home away from home, and for that I'm thankful to you forever. And another thing too I really respect about you, Gary, is that you were never showy, you were never inauthentic. You were always real and authentic with us as a team, and that's hard to do sometimes with a bunch of females, and so I really appreciate that. You know, we can win a bunch of games and we can have a bunch of accolades, and it's nice to win, don't get me wrong. Gary loves winning, and so do I, but to take that family feel and to move forward with being authentic and real with people, I can bring that into, and I try to bring that into my day-to-day, this side of my softball career, and that's invaluable. That lasts throughout a lifetime, and so for that, Gary, I'm so thankful to you. Again, congratulations. What an honor to be celebrated. You deserve it, and so I hope you receive it well. Thanks so much, and thanks, Gary, for being family. Take care.